Hello, I am Candice Kent, and this is going to be my informative speech. Here is my audience.
Oh, that's just me.
Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to get everybody in. Okay, we see our nice large audience. Okay. So, today I'm going to talk to you about some teaching strategies. And the reason that it is so important to learn about good teaching strategies is because as a teacher, these strategies are how you teach or the ways that you make it easy for your students to learn. So that's why this is really important. Today I'm going to go through 4 different teaching strategies, and they are based off of Marzano's high-yield teaching strategies. So if you want to dig deeper into any of the things that I talk about, you can just look up and study some on Marzano. So first I'm going to talk to you guys about something that's called a T-chart. For a T-chart, this can be a great strategy for using when you are teaching your students about contrasting and comparing things. So basically it starts out, the teacher chooses one topic and has the students split it up and then study on the topic. So they need to learn about the topic, whether that's learning through a book, doing internet research, or different ways. And then they need to take notes based on the topic, and then they go through and they actually draw a T-chart. So I have an example of a T-chart here for you. So what you would do is just make a big T, and on one side you'd put the first thing that they're studying and then the thing that they're comparing, so that you can see both sides and the students get an idea of what this looks like. And then the student would fill this out on their own first, and then as a class you would make one big T-chart so that the students can see it all together. This would be under the Identifying Similarities and Differences section of Marzano's work. The second one that we're going to take a look at is called Wallpaper Strategy, and this will be under the Summarizing or Note-Taking area of Marzano's work. This is where you have the students read with a focus. So you give them one thing that they're focusing on as they read. And then you provide them with large, either poster board or chart paper, and they can go through and they can define the concept. So the first thing they need to do is define. The second thing, they need to make a visual symbol. And the third thing is they need to go through and make some examples of what this focus is about. So after they're done with making their chart, they can go through and they can actually present it to the entire class. So this is a great opportunity for the students to have time to get to know the material and then share it with other people and to dig deeper with it. Another great teaching strategy is called a graphic organizer, which I'm sure you have all heard of. These are great organizational tools for when you're teaching students. So this would be under the non-linguistic representation if you were looking under Marzano's 9 high-yield strategies. And this is where they start off and they study a topic. So it's one topic and you put that topic in the middle. So I have an example of what this might look like. So you put the main topic right in this middle circle here. And then in these outside circles, they go through and they study that topic and they put things that relate to it. This helps them to organize their thinking, which is really important, especially in younger grades, but it can be used all the way through high school and even in college sometimes. So this is great. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of other ways you can do this. So you may have seen this or a Venn diagram or several other examples. And it's most important for it to be non-linguistic. You need to make sure that there is a visual symbol or something that represents what they're doing visually too. The next one we're going to look at is called a jigsaw. And this is a strategy that is considered cooperative learning. And basically what you have the students do is you have them read different passages within one text. So within that text, they each become an expert in their own passage. So for example, if I assigned pages 1 through 2, and Allison pages 2 through 3, they would each become an expert on that, and then they would have the opportunity to, as the expert, teach all of the other students about it. And then another one that we would discuss is called Think, Pair, Share. This is a great strategy because the teacher has the opportunity to propose a question to the students. And then the students get about 30 seconds, a minute, whatever you need to think about it and just contemplate it and formulate an answer to the question. then they get to turn to a partner and share it with them. So then they get an opportunity to really think through it before they actually have to share it. So that's called Think, Pair, Share. So today we talked about 4 different examples. This was the T-chart and the wallpaper, graphic organizer, and Think, Pair, Share. These are just 4 of many great strategies that are all highlighted in Marzano's work. Thank you guys so much for learning with me and digging deeper and taking the time to just learn more about teaching strategies. And these are so important because they are going to help your students learn better. Thank you guys so much.